Hi, I'm Amy White, and I am a Golden Elementary School substitute teacher, as well as I was an ELF coordinator for 4 or 5 years. And this is my ELF wife.
Yes, my name is Carrie Preister, and I've been doing ELF for 10 years, and we're ready to pass the torch. We need to find 2 to 4 good parents to take over for a 2 or more year commitment. So if you got little ones, we're after you.
Yes. So I want to tell you a little bit about the history of ELF, and that's why I came today. ELF is a very unique program in the state of Colorado. There are only 2 elementary schools in the entire area that have this program. Kiffin is one of them, and then we are the second one. It's been at Kiffin for 19 years and Mitchell for 10. When we had first graders, and they are now in high school, we found out about Kiffin's program. We went over there, we observed it, we talked to their coordinators, and then we brought a sample unit to Mitchell. And then the PTA loved it, the students loved it, the teachers loved it, everybody did. And so we had full support of the PTA, who financially backed us and gave us support. We spent 4 years putting together all the units, copying everything from Kiffin. It was a huge undertaking at that time, and now it's turned into a well-oiled machine. And all we really need now is just basic volunteers to run the individual ELF days. I would say one of the coolest things is my daughter, who last had ELF in 4th grade, came home from Outdoor Lab and said that she had learned a lot of the things at Outdoor Lab that had been introduced to her in ELF in much greater depth and higher scientific knowledge. And she just thought that was so neat that she already knew some of the stuff. I would say it's the best volunteer gig I have ever gotten involved in. It has the longest reaching effects. So many students learn from it, and I highly encourage you to get involved.
I'm Emmy Dimitrov, and I've been involved since my kids were in kindergarten, and they are now both at Bell, so I am also passing the torch. ELF is the best volunteer gig you can get involved in, and it does have wonderful long-reaching effects. Even hikes this summer, my kids were exploring and seeing things and relating it back to ELF. ELF is a hands-on, science-based discovery exploration program, and it encourages kids to go and explore and learn about nature through all kinds of activities, through scientific discovery with scientific tools, through art activities, through literacy activities, skits, discussion, and then going outside and actually touching and looking for what they're learning about. There are 4 different themes. They are Earth and Sky, where you learn about the earth sciences and physical sciences. Designs in Nature, where you learn about patterns like the Fibonacci sequence and spider webs and snowflakes. Cycles, where you learn how things in nature change and move in cycles like bird migration and insect cycles. And Adaptations, where you learn how plants and animals adapt to survive. Each unit comes with an outline that gives you all kinds of great background and helps you know what to do with the information that comes in these bins. The bins are put together for you by wonderful volunteers like the 3 of us, and you just show up and you get to help students explore and learn about all these great things in nature. And like Amy said, there isn't a better gig that you could do to volunteer. And overall, the biggest goal is hoping to increase students' knowledge, scientific knowledge, and their advocacy for nature. So I'll hand it over to Carrie.
Thanks, Emmy.
Hi again, everybody. So I just got my little sticky note because I'm going to talk about an ELF day. Our ELF day consists of you coordinating with a teacher and then you walking in. The teacher might take the kids out to read a book while you set up the classroom. It takes about 15 minutes to set up the classroom. Then we jump right into an introduction where all the kids are involved, and we do a puppet show, which we have all these puppets, and the older kids can read the puppet show or the parents can do it. It's a great fun chance to take the stage. Anyways, the puppet show covers kind of what's coming up for the day of ELF. Then we break the kids into smaller groups and they go off into centers, and there's 4 centers. As you see here, we have 5 bins. Well, we always leave you guys the power of choice. If someone really doesn't feel like being crafty in the classroom, they sure don't have to, so we can throw out the craft center. Or if it's snowing, you can throw out the outdoor center, whatever suits you for that day. So ELF is very customizable to your grade, to your kids, to your mood. So we really like that about ELF. So after the 4 centers rotate, they're rotating for about 15 to 20 minutes. One parent teaching one bin. So it's not like you have to be a botanist or a biologist or a rocket scientist for kindergarten through 3rd or 4th grade. It's just one bin, and you have the outline and you have all the tools you need that we have gathered over the years Plus, we also borrow materials from the Denver Museum of Nature and Science, Colorado School of Mines, and other great resources for the hands-on science. So the kids aren't just learning from paper and books, although we have plenty of that as well. At the end, we have a conclusion. We also have a snack. Always make sure about allergies. Here's kind of a demonstration of all the things we have. We have snacks, we have crafts, we have hands-on things, we have books, we have puppet shows, we have scientific tools, and many, many more. And then we have other kind of hands-on things where kids can learn in depth. At the end of the day, we do our conclusion. It's kind of chaotic and lots of happy talk about what they learned. And then we clean up, we put our supplies away, and on to the next ELF. There are 5 units each year, and we are looking for, like I said, a volunteer to coordinate the entire section. It will take 2 to 4 adults, and they should be determined and organized and dedicated to the science program. The good commitment would be 2 to 5 years. If you got a lot of stamina, you could be in it for 10 years like me. But a good commitment would be at least 2 years, so you can really get in there and learn all that you need to learn to pass on the torch yourself. So if you're interested, or if you have any more questions, please contact me. I'm Carrie at mitchellelf@gmail.com.